How you guys doing? Back with another presentation. I want to talk to you guys about materialism. Now, in the urban communities, I believe materialism is at an all-time high because a lot of blacks, a lot of us, grow up in the struggle, and, a lot of us are not used to having nothing, in the urban communities. And when you've been struggling your whole life, and when you're not used to having nothing, you tend to not be used to anything. I'm here for the record to say that I feel the only problem when it comes to materialism is when you start valuing some people's whole identity is based on materialism. When materialism becomes your whole identity and that becomes your whole value as a person, that's when I say materialism becomes a problem. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with having anything nice. I mean, I feel like this: if you work hard, you deserve to play hard. And it's nothing wrong with having nice things. I can admit myself, I've become kind of materialistic. But I feel that growing up and watching a lot of rap videos and stuff, that planted the seed within me. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with being materialistic, I mean, isn't that why people work? So they can have nice things, so they can live good? I mean, I just think some people take it too far, and material things becomes the when material things become your whole identity, that's when it becomes a problem. When your whole identity is based on materialism, that's when it's a problem. But a lot of us in the urban communities, a lot of us are not used to nothing. And this is why I believe a lot of us put so much emphasis on materialism. I feel like this: you have to put things in its perspective. You're not gonna go blow. You're not gonna go buy a $3,000 suit when you know you have rent that's got to be paid. That wouldn't be a wise decision. So that's what I mean. You have to put things in its perspective. I mean, you're not gonna go buy, some $900 Salvatore Ferragamo Oxfords, when your bills have to be paid. So I just think, it boils down to just being a mature adult and being able to put things in its perspective, because it's nothing wrong with having nothing nice. It's just that when you're making negligent financial decisions, because you got some people that do that. You got some people, they'll go buy the latest Jordans, or they'll go buy a brand new car and they ain't even paid their mortgage. You just have to put things in order. I think other ethnic groups of people I don't believe other ethnic groups of people value materialism as much because they're used to having things, I feel the only people that really put a emphasis on materialism are the people that are not used to having anything. When you're used to having something, you're not going to put so much emphasis on materialism like that. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. I just feel you just have to put things in order. Growing up, I think I've said it before. I grew up going to Creflo Dollar. And at the finance conventions, that's the one thing he would always preach about. He would always preach about wealth and having all of this nice stuff. And living high off the hog. He would always preach about these things. So I believe that definitely had an effect on my mindset as well, growing up under that teaching. But it's nothing wrong with liking nice stuff, though. You know, I mean, if you can afford it, you know, if it's not going to put a dent in your pocket, by all means. You got to treat yourself sometimes. Because, I mean, who really just want to... I mean, most people just work just to pay bills. I mean, who in their right mind just want to work just to pay bills? You know, and you know, I feel you got to be able to treat yourself to something in life. So, you know, whatever you, long as you're not going to put a dent in your pocket or you're not going to put yourself in a financial jam, I feel, yeah, treat yourself. Buy yourself something nice. Do something good for yourself, you know, because this life doesn't last forever. And you can't take none of this stuff with you. You know, you only live once. So, you know, if you get in a good financial position and you can afford certain things, yeah, you treat yourself. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just that it's just when you start making unwise financial decisions, you know. And within the urban community, I know a lot of us make unwise financial decisions, you know. Because the one thing you don't want to do, you know, you don't never want to put yourself in a in a bad financial position. You don't never want to jeopardize your financial well-being. Because when you start jeopardizing your financial well-being, that's when you run into problems. You guys let me know what you think about this. Because I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying there's anything wrong with having anything nice. It's just all about making wise decisions as an adult. You know? Because, you know, you guys know some people who've made unwise financial decisions, and it's put them in a jam. But that's my take on materialism. I think everybody is materialistic to an extent. I mean, in America, materialism is all over the place. You see these ads, you see all of these commercials. Materialism is always in your face, and that's just the way it's going to be. It's not going to stop. So that's why I say everybody is materialistic to an extent. But I just feel in our communities we don't always make wise financial choices. You know, because I look at it like this: if you can afford it, if you got deep pockets, if you can afford it, more power to you. Salute. You know, if you can afford the Tom Ford, if you can afford the Brioni, if you can afford the Jacquemus, if you can afford the Naked and Famous denim, if you can afford the AG denim, if you can afford a Mercedes Benz, if you can afford a Maserati, more power to you. But, you know, it's just all about being an adult and making wise choices. But you guys give me your thoughts and feedback. I'll be at you very soon. It's the first day of April. And let me know if it's some products or any topics that you would like me to cover. And I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Have a great day. Peace out.